like how much protein do we really need, and what is the kind of nutrition which is needed for a human being? Because I believe microbes, the only living microsm, the organism of the world, have survived on good nutrition. And we also know that the optimum nutrition will come from balanced dietary diet, you know, and we all know. And I've read a lot of papers which say that people who suffered from COVID-19, the viral attack, are the ones essentially who lack the right kind of nutrition. And therefore, after that, many medical companies kept on coming out with all kinds of medications and solutions for what you call developing immunity with the help of vital nutrients as such. So we have an expert here to discuss and debate about this particular topic. What is how much of optimal nutrition do we really need? We have Dr. Amit Tripathi, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Geolife Agritech India Private Limited. Mr. Tripathi is with Geolife is a research-based crop nutrition, crop health, and agriculture global company. It is a pioneer in nanotechnology and bioagricultural technological innovations. Geolife Group of companies serves in agriculture, urban gardening, animal nutrition, and aquaculture in India and the global market. Before joining Geolife, Mr. Dr. Tripathi worked for large number of extremely well-known companies called Indophil, DuPont, Biostat, Jitex, and BEC Fertilizer in different capacities in India and the international agricultural space. He carries more than 2 decades of rich experience in agriculture, input industry, majorly in the plant nutrition as such, bioagriculture, and super specialties innovative solutions. Dr. Tripathi holds graduation and post-graduation in agriculture from Jawaharlal Nehru Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Jabalpur. He is doctorate in PGDRD, postgraduate diploma in rural development. He completed his MBA and distinction from Stanford University, USA. Dr. Tripathi is recognized among the top CEOs leaders in agricultural 2021 by CEO Insights Group and Leaders with Strategic Vision ABSA 2021. He's been a top class speaker in almost a large number of IIMs and IITs, and also for the agribusiness management institutions like NARM, Manage, NIAM, IABM, Pantnagar, and various other institutions as such. Dr. Tripathi is considered to be a well-known authority in the topic which we have today for the discussions. So over to you, Dr. Tripathi, for an extremely exciting session. And I'm sure towards the end of this year's session, the audience will have many questions, because a lot of them are curious to know as to what really is needed to remain robust, healthy, happy, and lead a very nice, decent life. Over to you, Dr. Tripathi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Vigyan. And I'm really excited to talk on the topic, which is most lovely topic, how to get optimum nutrition from the life, and that is plants. Plants are the basic source of our nutrition and the nourishment. But it's a matter of understanding that how we diagnose, how we understand that what are the major plant products, what are the major plant components which can be utilized, which can be used to boost the human's immunity and give proper nourishment to perform up to its best. We always understand that food safety is a prime concern for every human being in India, and not only in India but across the globe. Why people are much worried about the food safety? The reason behind that, what we eat, we become. If we eat nutritious food, we become robust, immunity-full, and the thoughtful person. But if we eat poor diet, poor not in terms of the quantum, but in terms of the calorific value and the nutritive value, we know that what we become. Another important fact from where I want to start this today's very exciting session, and that is roti, kapda or makan. There are three basic necessities of humankind in this earth, whether it may be any location, any nook of this globe. My dear friends, roti, kapda or makan. It means food comes first. And when food comes first, because it is requirement of every living thing. When food is first, then come to the country like India, which is predominantly known as agrarian country. And the agrarian country, where we know that 95% of nutrition, what we eat, take the point that 95% of what we eat comes from only one place, and the name of that place is our Mother Earth. If our Mother Earth nourishes us like a child, we must understand the background of everything, that what's happening over there and how the entire agriculture system works behind the curtain to boost the human resistance and the human health. Dear friends, we also know that it is not from the today, it is right from the time immemorial that people have been talking. The nutrition of human is the prime thing along with the food safety. There was a time in Indian agriculture and Indian human kindness that people were worried about stomach full food. They were having a lot of lister to have full plate of food which can satisfy their stomach needs. But is it still relevant? No. The time is changing. Now everyone is quite concerned not for the quantity of the food, but people are concerned about the calorific value, the nutritive value of the food. This is a paradigm shift from 1940s, 1950s to as of now in 2020-22. Dear friends, there is an industry which is really working very hard at the ground, but that is still not with the white collared people. And the name of the industry is agriculture, where I do believe. I have been pursuing in agriculture industry since long. And I know that the people who are concerned into the agriculture industry, they are much worried during these last 5 years. The worriness is more in comparison to the last 50 years. You understand that why? Because earlier people were losing their life because of the starvations, because of the lack of the food. And at that time, there has some good things happened into the field of agriculture. And because of that, food security was assured. Once food security was assured, then another challenge came to the picture, and the challenge was nutritional security. When the people worried about the nutritional security, then another dimension of Indian agriculture has took place, and I am going to talk into that. Food security is now getting transformed towards nutritional security. When we talk about the nutritional security, I think a couple of slides are there which will open your eyes. Are we really in blind race? Are we really not aware what exactly we are giving to our Mother Earth and our plants, and in return we are getting into our body? Are we really not aware? Couple of big mans they had started taking into the consideration, like Amir Khan. Amir Khan had taken a couple of interviews under the banner of Satyameva Jayate. And so many other peoples also in agriculture today and all, they have shown their worriness. But the worriness could not came into the surface till the people should take into the consideration that, yes, now I should be worried that from where these all crops, fruits, vegetables, grains, they are coming, and what content they are carrying, whether they are carrying the right nutrition or they are carrying full of chemicals. If the chemical load is there into the pesticide, into the fertilizer, into the fruits, vegetables, and the grains, which are getting detected while we are exporting. So exports, they have banned it. All the countries, they do not allow any farm produce which carries more than MRL value, that is minimum residue levels. But in India, we are still in most of the places price sensitive. When we are into the price sensitization, we understand that the quality of the food, quality of the fruits, vegetables, and all that doesn't go to the laboratory. It comes to the physical appearance of the fruits and vegetable. If the vegetable is very healthy, it means that is healthy from inside also. This is a question. And all those questions are going to be answered in my today's presentation. I hope that you all are there. You will be fully with me in today's session. And I have prepared a couple of slides for you. Now, I would like to take with the presentation with the slides with the permission of moderator.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm taking it. Yeah, I hope slide is visible now. Correct?
It is fine. It's fine.
Fantastic. Great. So this is a slide which is going to prove that how to get optimum nutrition from plants, right? By Dr. Amit Tripathi from the organization called Geolife. So before moving to the topic in detail, I would like to take you through my organization where I do belong. So the organization Geolife is value-based, fast-growing, research-oriented agri-input company, having reached at 70 plus countries for its agri-inputs, that is innovative plant nutrition, nanotechnology, microbial extract technology, bioegg, and super specialties green solutions. My dear friends, that is upcoming business vista in the field of agriculture across the globe where we are into. Now, if you talk about the vision of the organization, it's a little bit different vision from all the industry peoples. People do talk about the numericals on the vision that I want to become like this. But in our organization, we have set that value-based organization where lifetime relations are created. When we talk about the values, there is a value tree aside. Here we will find that positivity, good karma, prosperity, inner power, all those things are the values of the organization. My dear friends, we have the mission because we are into the mission to make healthy our entire human kindness into the earth. So globally, the best organization in specialty nutrient technology for agriculture. Now, Dr. Vigyan, another very important slide I have brought, and that is a torch-bearing powerful quote. The quote is, there is a scientist in US called McDolph and Weil. He is the eye-opener man in the field of nutrition and the immunity. What he says, he said that pathogens, it means the bacteria, virus, fungus, protozoa, mycoplasma, all these things. He said that pathogens are not real cause of plant disease. They only attack to unsuitable things, improperly grown crops or the humans, and act as a sensor. It is just sensing out that this man is imperfectly nourished. This crop is imperfectly nourished. And as per him, disease resistance seems to be the natural reward of healthy and well-nourished protoplasm. My dear friends, all the audience, I would like to give a very layman example here. What I have been talking with my team always, that if there are two peoples, Dr. Vigyan, I am giving one example. If there are two people, myself and Dr. Vigyan, let's take these two gentlemen. We both are going outside and getting wet in the first rainfall. Why I'm talking about the first rainfall? Because into the first rainfall, all the bacteria, virus, fungus of the environment, they get down. And we feel completely wet. After feeling completely wet, we both come into the room. And what happens? After some time, we see that one person is started sneezing, headache, fever, searching for the crochet, paracetamol and all. Another person having a colorful cup of tea and enjoying the life. Why it is happening? Why it is happening? Do you feel that it is because of those pathogens, those bacteria, virus, and fungus of the environment? Not at all. Not at all. What is the difference between both the humans, both the peoples? And that difference is self-immune system, self-resistance system. From where it comes? It comes from the topic about which we are going to talk today, Dr. Vigyan. So I think that This is an eye-opening and torch-bearing statement from Dr. McDowell, and we'll keep in mind, entire presentation will revolve around this statement that pathogens are not real cause of plant disease. The disease resistance and the immunity system of the entire body, that is of prime importance, my dear friends. And the peoples who understood this very early, they are enjoying the life. Now I'm taking to the next. We know that plants are very honest in the planet to express their moods. Is it or is it not? I personally do feel, Dr. Vigyan, when I was doing a PhD, at that time I had written one article. An article was, the title of the article was Kash Paudhe Bol Pate. If plants would have spoken, how they would have expressed their pain and their needs, right? And the article was very popular at that time. Now I'm writing the English version of that, if plants would have spoken, right? So plants are very honest in the planet, my dear friend, to express their mood. Let's respect that and let's see that how they talk, right? Government of India is also much worried about this topic, my dear friends. And recently I have been called by national channel Doordarshan for an interview. And the topic of the interview, Dr. Vigyan, that was a very interesting topic, that continuum between soil health and human health. मिट्टी की सेहत और मनुष्य के स्वास्थ्य के बीच का रिश्ता क्या है, इस पे बात करने के लिए डॉक्टर त्रिपाठी को नेशनल चैनल ने इनवाइट किया था. And that is most touching topic for myself. I really love the plant nutrition because I love our nutrition, our immunity, right? So I talked that soil nutrition gives nutrition to the plant, and from plant it comes to the human nutrition. People sometimes they get, I think that confused. Many times people say that no, plant doesn't have any science. Plant doesn't have anything directly to relate to our human health. I always challenge it. One day, a person was talking with me and he was saying sugarcane factories are the big factories. I told why. He said that because their sugar are made. My dear friend, sugar are not made there. Sugar are not made there. We must understand the plant of the sugarcane where the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, they are getting accumulated, uptaken by the plant system to the different mechanism. And there the sugar is made. At the factory, it is just a conversion of that. My dear friends, if plant has the science, if plant has the factory, we must respect, we must understand that. Let's understand in a better way. Another important. हम हिंदी में भी कहते थे ना कि जैसा अन्न वैसा मन, जैसा हम खाते हैं वैसे बनते हैं, right? And what we eat makes our health. It was in another sense at that time, but now the time has come when it has to come into the sense of nutrition, nourishment, and immunity. How? Another important, video I have brought for you. इसमें शुरू में किसी एक organization का ad का है, उसको आप छोड़ दीजिएगा. But you try to understand that how this COVID has challenged. This COVID has given the title for this topic, my dear friends. Right? Let's understand this. I am taking this video to you people.
Video is not visible, only sound is coming.
Video is not visible?
No,
yes, sir.
Video is not visible, Dr. Vigyan? How can happen?
It is fine with me. Maybe, at certain ends, probably if the net connectivity is not that robust, okay. But I'm getting video and sound both.
You can see only the slide. You can see only the slide.
Okay, but can you just try running it again?
Yeah.
Please stop, share and share again.
It is a slide where hyperlink is there with the video, and the moment I click the hyperlink, the video moves. I'm again trying, Arunji. I'm again trying.
No. Arunji is right. Just the sound coming, not the video.
Not the video?
No. The video, we're not getting video.
Okay. So what to do? Just a moment. I'm stopping sharing again and then again resharing, right?
All right, not a problem.
We'll follow the instruction of Arunji.
And maybe towards the end of the session, Mr. Shankar, Mr. Shankar wants your email ID also.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? We'll give. Check it now.
Yeah, please do. No, only the sound.
Only sound?
Yeah. What if you remove the presentation first and then try it on? Try the video, just the video.
So alone I should share the video now. That would be better. Not from the hyperlink. I'm just trying to share the video directly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me check. Coming?
Yeah. Oh, it stopped.
So good, sir. That video, it was coming?
Yeah, it came.
Okay.
It was there up to the point people were drinking acidic water. Yeah.
Right. The topic was that how this COVID-19 has given the dimension to the human kindness and human health. How many peoples they are getting, losing their life and losing our very close friends. Why it was happening? Was it because of the scarcity of the money on the pockets, or was it because of their acquaintances or their approaches with the big politicians, bureaucrats, and technocrats? No, not at all. The major point was lack of immune system, because we understand that the moment when everything fails, your own body supports you, and the own body supports means the body which contains the immunity full nutrients, complete immune macros, complete immunity full metabolites, then your body can support you. That was the basic thing behind that. Now I am taking you to the next part into this. Slides are visible, I hope so.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, all right. So that was a weak immunity what I was showing. Another video I am showing here. Just let me know if it is working.
पेस्टिसाइड्स का लोगों की सेहत पे क्या असर होता है, ये जानने के लिए हमारी टीम ने पंजाब को चुना, क्योंकि पंजाब का एरिया भारत का 2% मात्र है, लेकिन यहाँ देश में इस्तेमाल होने वाले पेस्टिसाइड्स का हिस्सा देश का 15 से 18% है। आखिर इतनी भारी मात्रा में ये जहरीले पेस्टिसाइड्स क्यों छिड़के जा रहे हैं? इसका जवाब दिया खुद एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्ट्स के विक्रेता सुरेंद्र माहेश्वरी जी ने।
पॉइजन है जी, पॉइजन, बहुत तगड़ा पॉइजन है, मोनोक्रोटोफास है ये। अभी यूनिवर्सिटी ने लिखा है सब्जियों के ऊपर ना यूज करो, हमने विजिटिंग कार्ड के ऊपर लिखा हुआ है यूज मत करो, इससे कैंसर होता है, लेकिन फिर भी अवेयरनेस की कमी कह लो, कुछ भी कह लो, सभी लोग डाल रहे हैं। जैसे 40 ग्राम पड़नी चाहिए, कंपनी वाले पहले तो गलती करते हैं, 60-70 ग्राम कर देते हैं, हम उसको 100 ग्राम कर देते हैं, फिर वो कहता है यार 100 ग्राम क्या करेगी, वो उसको 150 ग्राम कर देता है, फिर उसका जो सर्वेंट उसको 200 ग्राम कर देता है, यानी 40 ग्राम वाली 200 ग्राम पड़ रही है, तो इतनी ओवरडोज पड़ती है। कंपनियों ने हमारी ऐसे दौड़ लगा रखी है, सुरेंद्र जी आपके 80 लीटर हो गए, आप 20 लीटर और बेच दो तो आपको माइक्रोवेव मिलने वाला है, आप 1000 लीटर कर दो, 200 लीटर और कर दो तो आपको रशिया का टूर मिलने वाला है। ये अपने पैर पे आपको लाठी मारने वाली बात है। गेहूं तो हमारे बच्चे भी वही खा रहे हैं ना, वो जिस पे हमने वो स्प्रे करवाया।
गुरप्रीत एक समाज सेवक है। अपने आसपास के गांव में लोगों की लगातार गिरती सेहत देख गुरप्रीत ने एक सर्वे किया।
पूरी फूड चेन में पेस्टिसाइड घुस चुके हैं। सुबह जहर छिड़का जाता है, शाम को सब्जी आपके बर्तन में होती है बनने के लिए। ये जो सिनेरियो है ये पूरे पंजाब का है।
पंजाब के हजारों गांव में यही हाल है। लोगों की सेहत लगातार गिर रही है।
पहले तो कोई घर लेवल आदमी को सुनते थे कैंसर है, अभी तो हर एक दुनिया से कैंसर के मरीज है जी।
हालात इतने खराब हैं कि राजस्थान के बीकानेर जिले के एक चैरिटेबल कैंसर अस्पताल जाने के लिए पंजाब से एक ट्रेन चलती है। भटिंडा से बीकानेर जाने वाली इस ट्रेन को कैंसर ट्रेन कहा जाता है।
ये कैंसर ट्रेन कितने बजे आएगी? 9-10 तक आएगी।
पूरी गाड़ी में कैंसर के मरीज होते हैं, मतलब कि जब हम रिजर्वेशन कराते हैं तो उसमें बहुत ज्यादा सीरियस मरीज होते हैं, वो भी कैंसर के होते हैं। कोई उसमें मतलब कि जॉब वाला आदमी नहीं होता, कोई NRI नहीं होता, कोई मतलब कि नौकरी पेशे से नहीं होता।
मेरी छाती में गांठें हो गई, फिर पूरे शरीर में गांठें ही गांठें हो गई। ससुराल वालों ने मुझे मेरी माँ के पास छोड़ दिया। मेरी माँ बहुत तकलीफ से मेरा इलाज करा रही हैं।
So I hope that you could observe that what is happening in our entire system, right?
Sir.
Very good. Now I am taking to you for the next slides, and the slides are pesticide on mother milk. Let I understand that also, because pesticide is not like that it has come from the soil to the crop and from crop to the human, and then we have left it out from the excreta and all. My dear friends, this pesticide is persistent pesticide, and these pesticides are going, agrochemicals are going up to the milk of the mothers. Let's understand that also.
We're not getting your presentation or video.
Nothing?
We are not getting your presentation or video. Yeah, it's okay right now.
So video was not there? Have you not seen the video?
No. After that Punjab thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was waiting for this video is playing. I'll go just a moment again. These are very important video. Yeah, please. Again, I'm stopping sharing and then resharing it. Please let me know if it is working.
No.
Not?
No.
Okay. Now, please let me know if it's working. It is working?
No, no, no.
It is coming, sir?
No, sir.
Anyway, if it is not coming, then I don't know that what is the problem, but it was a very good video on the persistence nature of the agrochemical. So I hope now slide is visible.
The slide, I mean, I can see your dashboard, the desktop.
Okay, okay. Is it visible slide now?
Yeah, the slide is visible now.
Okay, all right. So that
95% human nutrition comes from soil.
Ah, correct. You are right, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
That our mother earth, genesis of our health, and mother nourishes a child just like soil nourishes a plant. And 95% of our human nutrition comes from one place, and that place is none other than our soil. And the soil, I think that most of the people, they do talk about the soil, that it's a dirt. But my dear friends, it may be the dirt for the other peoples, but it is a prosperity for a farmer. Right now, let's understand better into that. What is agriculture shift now? Because of the human nutrition and human immunities, the core is still that. As I said that in 1940s, 1950s, food security was a major challenge. And for that, peoples were worried about more production, more productivity. They were not worried about the nutritional security. But now time has come to think about nutritional security in the field of agriculture. And that is because of the power of agriculture. Now, each and every plant want to take the weight into the lifts, right? And it is happening. Now, what is a global shift? If you talk about any developed countries or the developing countries, in developed countries, you will find that people are still visiting to the doctor, but they are visiting not to get out of sick. They are visiting to the doctor to not get sick. That's a difference. But in our country, we are visiting to the doctor to get rid of sick here. Because of this, the old paradigm was yield per acre, which is now shifted towards health per acre, right? Yield per acre is shifting towards health per acre, and it is in sync with the previous slide that calorific need of the food is on topmost priority. Along with that, people are more worried about the contents on the food which is on the plate. Now, what is scenario? Why this problem is there and how to get rid of this? We have already studied into our primary classes and something like that. In entire globe, 70% is water. They are the ocean. And only 30% is land. Out of that 30%, 12% is agriculture land. Out of that 12%, in India, only 2%. And my dear friend, out of that 2%, 60% is diagnosed as sick. अगर उतनी मिट्टी हमारी बीमार है, if you listen any speech of our honorable prime minister, he says that our मेरी धरती माता बिना आवाज और बिना आंसू के रोती है. इसीलिए ये बात कहा जाता है कि धन्य उस धारा को जो जीवन को पोषित करती है. अब उस धारा को ध्यान दें, अन्यथा सब कुछ धरा का धरा रह जाएगा. It's a fact. And today I can tell that many states, many provinces are there who are cultivating the poison, my dear friends. Their entire land is poisonous. The underground water is poisonous. The crop is carrying the poison. Atmosphere is poisonous. How will breathe? How will survive, my dear friends? That is another COVID. If we are really concerned about that, we must pay attention towards health from the soil. What kind of pressure is there? Why people are not getting much attention toward the nutritious cropping, rather they are still attempting more towards productivity enhancement. Why? I can't say that that's a completely wrong, but there are facts which are, I think they're pressurizing the people to go towards that. We have to make balance and equilibrium over there. What is the pressure on the food? The pressure in 1950, 2.5 billion was the total population in the world, which is estimated to be in 2030, 8 billions. And number of people fed by one farmer in 1950 was 16. It means one farmer was accountable to cultivate the food to feed to how many mouths? 16 mouths in 1950. After 50 years, it has come to the 155. And after 70 years, it has reached to the 200 people. Now, one farmer is accountable or responsible to cultivate the food to feed the 200 peoples. My dear friends, it is not only the quantum of the food, it is also the nutritive value carrying food. Plant nutrition, people were not taking much attention. They were saying that it's a luxurious. Plant nutrition is luxurious. Almond, cashew nut, these are not everyone's fruit. These are the fruit of the rich people. But now the concept is going to be changed. Plant nutrition is not luxury. This is critical and need to save the life. If it is important, people have to get attention and they must pay attention towards this. Another important fact I have brought for you people, it is related with the human nutrition, that the FAO, you might have heard about the Food and Agriculture Organization, United Nations, they have said that 1 in 9 person is undernourished. And every day, 385,000 new mouths are extra in the world, where the land is limited, my dear friends. We know that 44% children under age of 5 are underweight. 72% infants are anemic. How to nourish that? What to do for this? Because it's not a healthy signal, my dear friend. For that, there are challenges, but simultaneously, there are scope for rectification. So biology of soil people's one way, they are into the blind race to earn more money. And because of that, they are towards chemical intensive farming. Whereas most of the people who are into the wisdom part, they are talking to the nutrition sensitive farming, because nutrition sensitive farming cannot be so bountiful productivity at this stage, but in a later down the line, 3 years, 4 years, it will lead and the people can harvest better profitability. You might be knowing this gentleman, our Honorable Prime Minister. He has said that mitti ko chemical free banana. He's urging with the people. Why? What is the urge? What is the needs? Because he understood that if the soil is biologically inactive, it is dead. Nothing can be done. Nothing can be done, my dear friends. And one day, some people were talking with me and they were saying, how you can say that soil is dead? I was talking them that first let I prove that how soil is alive. And then I had given 2 examples that if in one community, the dead bodies are getting buried. A buried person, if after 6 months or 9 months, if you dig out that person, do you think that would you find that person as such? No. Why? Why it has decomposed? Who has done that? There are certain microbes, and that microbial life has degraded, had decomposed. And the decomposition has created another fertility level in the soil. My dear friends, those microbes who are our friends into the soil, they are into the dangerous situation as of now. And that is the reason 60% population suffers from nutritional deficiency. It's a very big statement I want to make into this forum, that 60% plus I can tell population suffers from nutritional deficiency. Urgent action is needed. Very urgent action is needed, my dear friends. During pandemic, the per capita consumption of nutritious fruits and vegetables has increased sizably, and it is certain to increase further. It is not the way that it is increased now. This, God bless, another COVID should not come, but there are opportunities amongst adversities. So this COVID has given the title, this COVID has given the eye-opening fact to the human being that per capita consumption of nutritious fruits and vegetables has increased, and it is further going to increase, my dear friend. Another important thing, an indication of we may all not be concerned with agriculture, but I think that our Mother Earth is concerned with everyone's life, right? We may be into automobile industry, we may be into the pharmaceutical or any industry, but our Mother Earth is the genesis for entire human health. That fact we can't ignore. And because of that, this is the situation where I have brought for you that our Mati Mage More. Our Mati Mage More means our health of our soil is decreasing and it requires your urgent attention, my dear friends. इसीलिए लोग कहते थे ना कि मेरे देश की धरती सोना उगले उगले हीरे मोती. इस देश की मिट्टी के अंदर वो जान वो ताकत होती थी जो 100% हमारा नरिशमेंट करती थी from plants, right? Now if the soil mother earth is sick, how we can expect from the plant that can be nurtured in our entire health? Why the situation has arrived? Let have a bit understanding about that. If you see that in earlier time, only one ox was enough for plow. The situation get changed and the soil become a little bit tougher. So 2 ox were required to pull the plow. And later, because of the indiscriminate use of the synthetic and the chemical fertilizer, soil become more tough than tractor required. And now even tractor was not enough. So moldboard plows are required. I don't know that what will be the future, my dear friends. Understand this. Another very good video I have here for you, that how the pest management was being done earlier. Let I show you if it is working, right? You just let me know if you see it. Is it working?
No.
No, why video is not working? There was a anyway. So another important slide, if video is not working, that mood lifting hormones. What are the mood lifting hormones? In the first rainfall, if we run aside to the soil, aside to the farm, we see the different kind of smell, and that smell attracts us. You know what is that smell? Mitti ki sugandh log kehte hain. And mitti ki sugandh was because of one kind of the microbe into the soil, that is actinomycetes. They get activated. The moment the first rain comes to the soil, they get complete activated, they celebrate it. And actinomycetes microbes, they give a lot of good smell, good attraction to the human being. And soil mycobacterium works as a neurotransmitter to release serotonin. They are the mood lifting hormone. If people who are having a bad mood, they go to where? They go to the nature. And the nature has the capacity to mood upliftment. Right, my dear friends, there is no better way to show gratitude to your crop than using solution to help restore the natural balance. Try to understand the first slide where I had mentioned that plants are very honest into this planet to express their moods. Now, taking you to the next part, pesticide hazards. I don't know, again, this will, otherwise, let I do another thing. I'm sharing this from different way. Please let me know if it is working. ये वीडियो आ रहा है?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir. We are seeing only your screen.
What happened, Lakshmi? I think that earlier we had checked at beginning, and that
yeah, it was working, sir. That time it was working. In the prior, you have run 2 to 3 videos also. That time also it was working.
Anyway, that is not working. So let I see it. Is it still not working?
No, sir. Only blank screen is there.
Anyway, if that is not working, so I'm taking you to the next part, next slide. What will drive? The agriculture diagnostic will drive. So far, we have been talking about human science on the diagnostics. Now, time has come to understand the agriculture diagnostic. What exactly is it? Particularly here, I have seen that in human body, what we do, if we are sick, we go to the lab for the blood samples, and they take the blood sample, they analyze everything of the entire body right? What kind of things are more, what kind of things are less, what pathogenicity into the blood, everything they diagnose and then give the report, and basis on that report, the doctor prescribe the medicines. In agriculture also, recently I got a call from a Singapore-based company. They have developed a kind of software where they just extract the cell sap in one needle from the plant and then went to the laboratory and they say it. What kind of micronutrient, what kind of pathogenicity is running within that plant system. That's a cell sap lab test. RGB imaging, optical early imaging detection, lot of different kind of plant diagnostics are coming into the picture that has never been so far, but now the time has come that people are getting more attention towards this. We know that products are made in factory, but my dear friends, human health is made in the plant and the soil factory. Try to understand a big statement. Human health is made in the plant and soil factory, right? Now, agrochemical minerals and food through plants. I think that this slide may open the arenas of understanding. Mobile radiation नहीं, fruits and सब्जियों के इस्तेमाल से होने वाले ये चीजें, all those things you can understand it is because of the ignorance towards our soil and towards our plants, right? Non-judicious use of different things which are not helpful for our body. They are creating a lot of issues in our health, my dear friends. Choice is yours. What is the choice? Choice is that you can see that two kind of part of the one capsule. One is towards the desertification, towards the nudification, other is towards a greener agriculture. Because we know that plants can live without human, my dear friends, but human cannot live without plants. How to overcome nutrition deficiency in human health from the grassroots level? Let's understand the correction factor. So for that, if we want to talk about how to overcome nutrition deficiency in human health from the grassroots, eat right is the first slogan. Eat right. What to do, how to eat? Because healthy plants, healthy human. That is the most important slogan as of now. We know that plants are the basis of everything we eat. Whatever we eat, the basis is the plant. Second is there are content into the chemical pharmaceuticals like aspirin, salicylic acid. People are saying that pain relieving properties of this kind of things were diagnosed, were identified into the willow tree, right? So important medicines has been identified from the plant life. Some plant products like chocolate contain high amounts of flavonoids. We know that flavonoids are plant chemicals that have been shown to improve learning and memory and may help prevent and treat brain disorders, right? Iron, mineral needed to proper functioning of blood cells. I think that a lot of things are there from the plant life which can give a big control system in our human body. Beta glucans found in oats can help reduce cholesterol and may also lower blood pressure for better heart health. Vitamin A. My dear friends, if we are still concerned healthy soil, healthy crop, nutritious food, and healthy body, then I can tell you that this entire session is going to open your eyes what not to do, what to do. A healthy crop leads to quality and nutritional yield. Plants provided with adequate nutrition give nutritional yield, and organic products, they provide antioxidant. And the antioxidant in the plants, they are directly coming to the human body, and those antioxidants gives a lot of strength to our human body. Another important thing, that challenges facing, if we are thinking to get more nutritious fruits and vegetables and food, what are the challenges? If you talk about the challenges, my dear friend, that what are these things? So extensively use of chemical things, hazardous to human health, residues, right, can lead to the different cancer, stroke, immune deficiencies, and all. Not only this, above to this, increase soil health and fertility to increase plant nutritional uptake. So improve soil quality, reduces chemical loads, management practices, all those things are there which will give a proper nourishment, appropriate nutrition to the plant and through plant to the human body. Now, increase the healthiness of the crop. How it is happening? Like humans' nutritional requirement at every stage, we know that at the child stage, the nutritional requirement of human is different. At the puberty stage, it is different. At the younger stage, it is different. At the old age, it is a complete different. Why not with the plants? Because I have said that in 1940s, Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose has already proved it, that plant has the life, my dear friends. Now, looking to this consideration, looking to this concern, the companies like us, Geolife, has developed a complete nutrition package for the plant system, and those has been identified by a couple of concepts like right nutrition with right doses, right way, right time. All those things are there, and with this we can understand that yes, they are the concepts. If you are really worried, so let's understand the basic fact where the correction factor stands, my dear friends. Vegetable and fruits, it is required with complete nutritional development of the plant. So all the vitamins, minerals we can find from there, because we know that backbone of food security is plant nutrition, right? Soil health is a foundation, we know that. And soil acts as a pantry for plants, storing and recycling essential nutrients and minerals. All those things are most important because everything goes to the Mother Earth, from Mother Earth to the plant, and from plant to the human plates. If we are not still worried about our soil health, then we can take that it is still going to deteriorate our vegetation. Excess chemical load, soil wastage seepage, deforestation, soil erosion, rising soil temperature. That is again a very, very important factor. Now it is happening. Recently, I have been there in the field and I have observed that if the moment soil temperature rises from 28 degrees Celsius and above, the uptake of different micronutrient and the soil biologically activeness gets slowed down and the soil becomes sluggish. How to do that? If we are adding more organic content into the soil will be healthy, plant will be healthy, and accordingly the human will be completely healthy, my dear friends. Plant needs nutrients not for plants. Plant needs nutrients for humans. That is a basic thing we have to understand, because primary nutrient for structural and overall development, secondary for micronutrient for proper growth, enzyme to regulate healthy metabolism and biochemical activities, vitamins and minerals, and good soil bed gives all those uptake to the plant, and from plant to the human. It's a very big close connection on the continuum, my dear friends. How the human diet should be, right? People are worried about that, and you see that a man of the complete strength, right? This man of the complete strength he is saying that healthy diets includes fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, whole grains, and all those things. And always include vegetables in meals. Eating fresh fruits and vegetables, that is another thing. I have been talking to some of the people from the industry, and they said that how to know that whatever we are purchasing from the market, vegetable, fruit, they are not carrying much pesticide, much chemicals. How to know that? I said that it is not so easy to understand that whether they are having the chemical or not, but you can do one thing. You can buy the vegetables and fruits, bring to home, have a lukewarm water, and keep those fruits and vegetables for at least 5 minutes into that lukewarm water. You will find the water which is coming out of that, then you will find that the most of the chemical pesticide and the chemical loads which are into the pericarp part of the entire fruits and vegetable, that will come out to the water, and that water can be thrown out. It's a very simple thing, right? Each and every person can do this. So eat right in human diet will give a lot of nutrition and nourishment. Food pyramid is there, my dear friend. And this food pyramid is showing that if one thing has to increase, the other thing has to be in sync with that. That's a pyramid is. Food pyramid is actually a graphical representation in the form of triangle of nutritional standards. It indicates that quantities and types of food needed daily to maintain the health status and to prevent and reduce the risk of development of eating disorders, right? Everything is there, my dear friends. Plants, as I said, that the factory for natural compounds, we ignore it. And the moment we ignore our plants' natural factories, we are ignoring not to plant, not to agriculturist, not to agriculture industry, but ourselves. Because our industry, our agriculture peoples, they are most salutable people. They are working for our own health, my dear friend. So plants, the factory for natural compounds. We know that plant produces metabolites, primary metabolites, secondary metabolites. We also know that plant produces pharmaceuticals, novel material to plant metabolic engineering. And one thing, that Sanjeevani Booty, it has came from where? It was not from the pharmaceutical industry. It was from the only one industry, and that is agriculture, my dear friends. This is one slide where I wanted to convey about complete nutrition package which we have developed in our company. We have developed big product range for the soil health, and all the products are very scientific. Accordingly, at different stage of the crop, we have developed a very scientific product, and it may not attract you, but it is most useful for all the farming communities across the India who are serving the food for you. Right now, agrochemical menace on food through plants, that I have already said you, so that the chemical carrying food on table is major cause for human health. Right? Non-judicious uses. Time to decide. अब ये time आ गया कि हमको decide करना चाहिए. What to decide? There are two things. One is a basket full of complete, nourished, nutritious fruits and vegetables. Other is another very simple way, tablets, medicines. I was visiting to one person and I saw he was a director into the one department, and he was having a full of basket for the tablets. I was asking him that why are you taking this? He said, I'm diagnosed as less of iodine. So at morning with the breakfast, I have to take calcium tablet, iodine tablet, boron tablet. With lunch, again 3 tablets. With dinner, 3 again tablets. I said that there is only one solution, my dear friends. Can we cultivate the fruits with less pesticide and the other things, and that can carry a proper nourishment and nutrition for our human health? Right. With this note, thank you so much. Together we can make the difference, and Shahi Poshan Desh Roshan. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tripathi. Thank you so much. Such a wonderful insight of a dangerous what you call road which you're taking, and Sadhguru is driving, has a mission to save soil, and he says that we must move fast to save soil from dying. And I'm sure you can be a great brand ambassador for Sadhguru. You know that he's been all around the world on a motorbike and trying to spread the word. That is how important it is for us to save the soil as such. Wonderful insights, no doubt about that. There are some questions, but I can also tell the audience, Mr. Shankar, if you can ask the question from Dr. Tripathi right away.
Yeah, Dr. Tripathi, it's a wonderful presentation, and there are a lot of takeaways from your presentation. Thank you very much. I have 2 questions. One is, you mentioned about the soil degradation. There are about 8 or 10 products available internationally saying that they are humic substances and taking care of conversion of the arid soil to fertile soil, and also increase the productivity of the soil which is already producing. So this is one question. What is your opinion on that, and which is reliable? That's one. The second question is that in Europe, the sewage sludge, it is supposed to be dried and incinerated because it contains pathogens and toxins, whereas in India these people are spreading in the land and the cows graze it. And then you can imagine what sort of health the cows will have, and also what will be the quality of the milk out of it. So this is the second question where, I want to get your opinion on what we should do with the sewage sludge. Thank you, sir.
Great. First, I think that happy for the compliment that you like the presentation. That is one thing. And just to reply your first question about the humic substances, I can tell that humic substances is made of humic acids, and humic acid are there if the soil is having a high level of the pH values more than 7, then little bit degrading, little bit decreasing the pH of that towards neutralization, and then towards little bit acidification. That is one role. Second role is it helps the roots of the plants to get deeper into the soil, and from there it can uptake the nutrients and all. So little bit I can tell that it helps to the entire soil biology and the soil ecosystem. Second part about the sewage, you said that in Europe and all. I was also a little bit worried about that in India, if spinach is being cultivated with the sewage water and all, and that plant do not have any that kind of the infiltration mechanism in between. There is a plant biochemical activities, plant physiological activities, but there is no filtration system. There is no UV rays and something like that. that is still a matter of worriness. I am into the search of the scientist who can give the right answer for this for me, because we can go. I think that Chinar Arekarji is writing about hydroponics as a substitute. I agree, but hydroponics cannot be the substitute for this human population. It can be grown for in some pocket for some little bit, but it cannot nourish the entire population, 134, 35 crores. So that's the second question is still to be answered, sir, properly, because I have still to find the scientist who can give me the plant physiological part of this. But first question is like that.
So when we have your email ID, we can directly interact on that.
Yeah, of course, sir. I will be always at your service.
In the chat box, Dr. Tripathi.
Yeah, sure.
There's another query from CA Pushpa Shah.
Thank you very much.
The question is like, do onions, potatoes, carrots, beetroots, etc. contain live organisms which can be seen if put under a microscope?
Please repeat it. Can you repeat this?
Do onions, potatoes, carrots, beetroots, etc. contain live organisms which can be seen if put under the microscope?
Can be. Because they are directly coming from the soil. They do not, particularly when we are taking or ingesting the fruit products, it means those fruits and the vegetables cultivated and grown at the top, at the apex part of the plant, they have to have the nutrition which are being traveling from the soil to the plant system through the transpirational pool and all. But if we are directly taking out the entire tuber crops, they do not have that kind of the mechanism. So there may be problem. They may contain, and for that we say that whenever you are taking any carrot, radish or the potato, first we must get at least 5 minutes into the lukewarm water and then peel out it. You will find that near about 75, 80% and plus, there will be less risk with the pathogens which can create problem to the human body.
So is it a good idea to take beetroots, etc., or carrot, kind of do the little bit of saute and boil and then eat? Without boiling,
yes, of course.
You should never take. You should not eat. No, is that what you're saying?
Boiling is not required. Just keep 5 minutes into the lukewarm water. It's not boiling.
I see.
Just into the lukewarm water for 5 minutes. Because sir, there in agriculture there is one physiological process that is called transpiration. And a scientist in plant physiology, he has mentioned once upon a time that transpiration is a necessary evil. Although that is evil, वो बुराई है लेकिन आवश्यक बुराई है. Why he was saying like that? That's a matter of understanding, because he said that if transpiration will not happen, then the root will not uptake the complete nutrition up to the top of the plant. So that is required. That is a necessity. But since the transpiration is the process of the plant where the plant loses the water, right? Because of that, that is an evil. So I think that everything has two sides. All the beetroots, carrots, they are required for human, but little bit precaution has to be taken because we don't know that or from which ground they are being cultivated and they are coming to our plates.
I read some article long back which says 40% of the topsoil of the Earth planet, Earth is gone, and the planet has the kind of fertility which can last only just about for 60-70 years. Is that correct? I'm like
up to some extent, up to some extent, sir. And because of that, I said that our honorable Prime Minister has taken this oath, and he is saying in every speech that "Hamari dharti mata bina awaz aur bina aansu ke roti hai." Why he is saying? Because the basic, I have presented in one slide that Mother Earth is the genesis of human health, and when the mother bed is not healthy, we can understand that there is not a chance to get the healthy fruits and vegetables and grains.
So other than the pesticides causing problems to the earth, the soil, the huge amount of problem is also cropping up because of the shrinking and compaction of soil as such. How are we? Because in 1950, one farmer was serving only 16 people. Today has gone with 200 people also because the world population has gone up.
Correct.
Many a fold. So how do we really avoid? Because the way the human being is going to live everywhere on the planet, how do we avoid this shrinking and the compaction? That's a big challenge for us.
Sir, sinking and compaction cannot be stopped as per my understanding. Right. But the productivity we can increase in multifold. And productivity doesn't mean that only through the plant protection. It is by increasing the plant production. How it can happen? There is one thing. You know, people are thinking कि हम अगर fungicide या pesticide chemicals if we will not apply, the crop will lost. But my point is that only fungicide, insecticide, and the viricide, they can only prevent the probable losses because of the fungus, bacteria, and virus, but they cannot provide the optimistic or salubrious or the conducive environment for entire plant to reach up to their best optimum genetic potential. To reach to the best genetic potential of the crop, there is only one thing, which is a proper nourishment, proper take care of the mother earth, and along with that, the plant system. If we will be doing that, I can challenge to anyone that the productivity will increase multifold. And if the productivity is increasing in multifold, and that is also along with the carrying proper nourishment and the proper nutrition, what's wrong? A bit challenge may be there, but we as a scientist must understand that there is a gap and there is a I think that scope. I can tell one thing. I have been there in California for long periods, sir, and I met with a big farmer of US. He is the Indian farmer, Baktawar Singh Batra. You can Google. He is from the Punjab, and the farmer is having an age of 105. He is holding 5,000 hectares of land, and the farmer was saying that we allocate 80% of our per unit or per acre of the cost of cultivation for plant nutrition. Hardly 20% to 25% we allocate for the plant protection. Why? Because he says if soil is completely healthy, plant is completely nourished, there is no meaning, no chance for the pathogenicity, attraction and the attacks. But in India, we are still reverse. We are believing that until the virus and the fungus and the pathogens are not knocking the door of the plant that open, I am there, we are not getting worried. So that has to be changed, and that has to be changed, and time is coming, sir, and we are there. And that is the reason I'm very happy to say that Government of India has taken one initiative. They have created a board, Organic Farming Mission. And by the grace of you people, by the blessing of you all, I am one of the key spokesperson to the Government of India Organic Farming Mission. So I know it, sir.
Very nice, sir. And Sadhguru too.
Yeah. Sadhguru and Sadbuddhi to us, everyone.
Any question from the audience? Is there any question? I'm sure Dr. Tripathi will be very happy to handle it.
Yeah.
This is Pragnesh this side.
Yes,
sir, there's this two myth what I have heard since my childhood. I just wanted to confirm if it is true or no. First, it's that they say that during rainy season, you should not eat green vegetables, leafy vegetables. I don't know for what. And the second is that non-veg gives you more protein than veg. Is that true, sir? Would you put a light on that?
So difficult question, Pragneshji. So first, let I answer first question that in rainy season, the reason behind that, we should take leafy vegetable, but I think that little bit more precaution is required. So the precaution, very simple precaution I suggested that we should purchase, we should buy and keep at least for 5 minutes into the lukewarm water, and then we can eat. Because a lot of microbes, lot of harmful bacteria, they are surfacing at the time of the rainfall. And because of that, they may come stick up to the surface of the leaf, epidermis or something there, and that can be ingested by default to our body. So just to avoid that, because all the bacteria and all those things, in a little bit higher temperature, they get die, they completely spoiled. So that is one thing we should not avoid and we should take, but little bit more cautious and the care is required. That is certainly, I agree. So your myth is going to be stamped as correct, but with precaution, we can take it. Second, about the non-vegetarian, because I have never, tasted that, but I have also listened that the more protein is there on the animal protein, right? Animal carries more protein, and the protein from the animal source, that will be healthier. I can tell that they contain more, I think that content on the proteins. So we cannot deny that fact.
There's one more question from Mr. Hemant Kumar.
Achha, just one second, sir. Ragnaji, one more thing. I think that you might have heard that one animal which is most powerful. Is it elephant? Is it tiger? No. The most powerful elephant is horse. And in his name, the horse power is there, Manoj Sharma ji, right? Horse power, horse ke naam par hai, and horse is the only vegetarian. They do not take animal protein. And they are the most powerful animal, right? So that's again a little bit context. Yeah, please.
This related to what you're saying, soaking vegetables for about 5 minutes in the lukewarm water. A lot of people say that we can also use potassium permanganate for cleaning vegetables. Is that a right thing to do?
Yeah, that can be done. That is right.
But there's no harmful effect of this potassium permanganate?
I think that it should be not in a more concentration. It should be with less concentration. That can be done.
I see. Mr. Hemant Kumar has a question.
Yeah, Amit ji, you just mentioned
please.
one farmer from California. What is his name? What was the name?
Bakhtavar Singh Batra. Bakhtavar Singh Batra. He's a Punjabi farmer.
Okay. Batra.
Yes. He varies a very interesting story. He went in US in 1980s to drive the truck. And now he is a big cultivator in US. He saw the potential over there because in US, only 2% population is indulged into agriculture. Only 2%, and they are feeding 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
So Batra is okay. I understand now. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
Right, sir. My pleasure.
So, any more questions from anyone? Like, if there are no questions, I'd just like to thank Dr. Amit Tripathi for a wonderful, extremely insightful session. And I think, I remember the quote of Mahatma Gandhi: "Be the change you want to see in the world." Right. So it must begin at your end only. Whatever little thing which you can do in terms of saving soil and ensuring that we do the right things for not just for ourselves but also for our future, the generations and generations which are going to come on this planet and live. I think we have to leave a nice and decent place for them to prosper and remain healthy as such. Wonderful session, absolutely no doubt about that. And thank you so much for creating that kind of awareness in all of us. You have a big role to play, Dr. Amit Tripathi, in the world today.
It's my pleasure, sir. And I would always love to come to the, I think that platform, very prestigious platform like BMA, Bombay Management Association. I know that it carries a lot of esteemed respect in my mind as well.
And all the people who are attending, they're the ones who can actually make a lot of difference to the society.
That's great.
Yes. And Geolife, good luck to you. Good luck to Geolife for making an impactful change to the world.
Thank you so much, sir. I am really grateful for you all to provide this opportunity to be with you, to talk on this very, very lovely topic, which is really concerned with each and every human kindness. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Amit sir.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.